Hi, I'm Julie Ling, and this is the Voice of Wonder. Thank you for joining me. This is an eye drop, a practice drop. I'm not quite sure what kind of drop, maybe lots of kinds. An essence drop, a drop of essences, maybe that's the best description. This is a practice that I came across years ago. I think someone gave me a card. Yes, my Aunt Gwen sent me a card that had this prayer that I believe is Dine Navajo. Beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty on my left, beauty on my right, beauty above me, beauty below me. I walk in beauty I walk. And I loved it. And I invite you to just breathe that in, drink that in, sit with those words, the resonance of them, the notion that beauty is all these places. And for me, it's become a practice, and the words are slightly different. But I use this, and I want to offer this to you times when I'm driving a long distance or even a short one, or waiting for a traffic light, or stuck in traffic, or walking, or waiting in line, or feeling a way that's uncomfortable, noticing I'm cranky and I'd like to feel something different. And sometimes you're not sure what you want to feel. I'll look at the feeling crankiness. What would I like to feel? Peaceful or kind or patient. And then I call in the quality. And sometimes I make it a game to see how many qualities I can call in. And this is the way I do it. Peace before me. Peace behind me. Peace upon my left and peace upon my right. Peace above me and peace below me. I walk in peace. In peace I walk. And if I'm somewhere alone, then I use my body and the gestures become big. Peace above me, peace below me. And you can start anywhere, just always end with the last part. I walk in peace I walk. You could switch it up. I really like it that way. And there's something about that, using my body, that really helps call it in. Peace upon my right, peace upon my left, peace above me, peace below me. In peace I walk. I walk in peace. There's something about affirming it with your body that really, really brings it home and helps it feel real. And you can use this with any quality. What else? Grace. Grace before me, grace behind me, grace upon my left and grace upon my right, grace above me and grace below me. I walk in grace I walk. And if you're meditating, if you're sitting, if you're lying awake in the morning and not ready to get out of bed, or you're preparing to go to sleep and you want to call in equality, this is a beautiful way to do it. And then you can end it, in grace I dwell in grace. I think there's something so soothing to our psyches about parallel construction. Different flute. And I invite you to repeat it with your own quality as I play. If it was enough time. So as I said, you can do this with anything. And if you're waiting in line and you're impatient, you can do it silently and simply imagine the gestures if those work for you, because your brain, mind, body cannot tell the difference between what you imagine and what is real. It is just as powerful. So you can do that. You can say it silently inside or say it under your breath. If you're in a crowded place and there's noise, you can say it quietly. That can feel really powerful. And if you could use this if you catch a news bite that upsets you and you notice there's angst, there's disharmony, and you want to call in a different quality. Take a moment and do that inside of you. Because you can feel it when you walk in a room and somebody's really angry. It's like bzzz. People can feel that in you. If that soundbite bothered you and you want more acceptance or tolerance, there's another word that's not coming to me and maybe it's coming to you. Bring it in for yourself. Acceptance before me, acceptance behind me, acceptance on my left, acceptance on my right, acceptance above me, acceptance below me. I look for acceptance, and acceptance I find. And then begin looking for it wherever you look. You will find it. We find what we look for. There's a part of the brain, the reticular activating system. We can't possibly process all the something like billion bits that come in a moment. And so our thoughts direct it to what to look for. And if you keep looking for disharmony, anger, prejudice, any of those things, you'll find it. So this is a way to retrain it to look for what you want, what you love, and find it. And that changes your world. And when your world changes, it changes other people's. There is so much power in this. Please don't underestimate your power. So I'll get off that soapbox. And it's a powerful practice when you find yourself triggered or activated. And I invite you to use it, to practice it. Practice makes better. And we've all gotten really good at practicing, focusing on what we don't want. Focus on what you love. If for no other reason that then you feel better and your life feels better. And that ripples out. That is like a pebble you drop that goes out further than you could imagine. And why not? Why not? And what if? And even if you only do it so that you change how you feel, isn't that worth it? Because you're in here with how you feel 24/7. And you have the power to change that for yourself. Power before me and power behind me. Power on my left and power on my right. Power above me and power beneath me. I walk in power. In power I walk. The power to respond, to be responsible as in able to respond. The power to regulate your own nervous system. The power to choose what you look for and what you find. This is the time to let go of power over and embrace and look for power to. So many people I know And I, for most of my life, have rejected a sense of my own power because I did not want the paradigm of power over. And I invite you to call in the paradigm to look for. I look for power too, and I find all around me and within me power too. That's a simple shift, and sometimes the best things are the simplest ones. So I invite you to practice this in whatever way works or plays for you. And you might want to call in play if you're working hard. Play before me and play behind me. Play upon my left and play upon my right. Play above me, play beneath me. I walk in play I walk. I look for play. In play I find. I dwell in play and sacred play. Why not? And here, there is this playing of the flute. So today, I invite you to play with this practice in whatever way calls to you. And if it doesn't, do something else. And I remind you to look for what you'd love to see. And that you can always expand it by focusing on it. That what you look for, you find. So you might as well look for what you'd love to see. I'm Julie Ling, inviting you to let peace, harmony, grace, beauty, play, tolerance, acceptance, beauty, power to sing a little more inside of you today. Because you do vibrate. That singing bowl of your hips might as well vibrate with what you love. Have a beautiful and blessed day. And I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you'll join me.